In Shadowrun 5th edition, toxins are a threat to Shadowrunners, from neurostun gas vents in your local McHugh's to laced lipstick on that pretty wage slave. When harmful substances creep into your body, you're going to want to know the rules for toxins. Toxins are a harmful substance that come in solid, liquid, or gaseous form. They will contain 5 attribute ratings: vector, speed, power, penetration, and effect. The vector attribute is how a toxin is delivered. This can be through contact, ingestion, inhalation, or injection. See page 408 of the core rulebook for the details on each. Speed determines how quickly the victim suffers the toxin's effects. The effects are always applied at the end of the appropriate combat turn. Immediate effects happen at the end of the combat turn in which the victim was exposed. A speed of 1 combat turn means the effect is applied at the end of the next combat turn, and so on. Power tells how strong the toxin is and acts as the damage value for determining damage and ongoing effects. Effects list what happens to the victim exposed to the toxin. And the last attribute is penetration, which works like a weapon's armor penetration and affects the rating of any protective system. When exposed to a toxin, you will make a toxin resistance test with a dice pool equal to body plus willpower. The combat turn on which this test is made is determined by the speed attribute. Add any additional bonuses to this dice pool for magic such as the spell Antidote or qualities like resistance to toxins. Protective gear and systems can add their rating as well, but are reduced by the toxin's penetration attribute. See the Toxin and Drug Protection table on page 408 of the core rulebook for a list of countermeasures. Each hit on the toxin resistance test will reduce the toxin's power by 1 point, and if the power is reduced to 0, the toxic substance takes no effect at all. If the power is not reduced to 0, then the effects are applied, and if the toxin deals stun or physical damage, the remaining power is applied as damage. For characters hit with multiple doses at the same time, add +1 to the power per additional dose. If a character is exposed to a toxin for an extended time, such as being stuck in a glass room filled with nausea gas, the character rolls a toxin resistance test each time the speed interval elapses. The power accumulates by +1 for each test after the first. Thanks for watching. Tell me what you'd like me to do a video on next, and if you liked this video, please consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/complexaction. Our patrons help to support the videos we make here, and in return get access to thank you rewards. Everything here is made possible by the generous support of our patrons. And thanks again for watching.